We all know that the first Sonic movie was amazing. Well, what about the second one? Well, this is my theory for the sequel of the Sonic movie. The next Sonic movie is going to include Tails, as we know from the ending of the first movie, which gives us some hype towards the sequel as we get a new Sonic character from the Sonic franchise come into the movie universe. This next movie will be so hyped for the Sonic franchise. Not only do we get to see Sonic and Eggman, we will see Tails, which could imply that we get a cinematic universe for Sonic the Hedgehog in movies. Over the past 3 months, throughout 2020, it was confirmed that Knuckles would be a part of the next movie, which is pretty amazing, as we're going to have two new Sonic characters into the Sonic franchise for the movie series. Well, altogether we'll have Sonic, Tails, Eggman, and Knuckles, which means there are 4 characters. But this could also imply that they are going to have a trilogy or a cinematic universe with more Sonic characters. Speaking of Sonic characters, we can see more than just 2 characters come into the series in the second movie. We all know that Sonic CD and Sonic 3 and Knuckles happened right after each other, so therefore, what character was in Sonic CD? Well, that was Amy's debut in the Sonic franchise, which means that if Knuckles can be in this movie, then there is potential that Amy can be in the movie as well. When I mean the movie, I don't mean this second movie that we are going to get, but if there is a third movie, then we can see Amy being a potential candidate for another Sonic character. As if they make a trilogy, we could see Amy pop up in both of these movies. She could be in the next movie, or she could be in the third movie. Well, we won't know until we get the second movie next year. I do not believe that Shadow will be in this movie, or anybody like him that was made in the past. The classic era of Sonic's franchise will mostly be in there. We will not see Shadow, Silver, Blaze, Rouge, etc. We will only see the prime candidates for this movie. We know that Tails has been confirmed because of the first movie's ending that they announced, and then they announced Knuckles a while back. So this does lead me to another Sonic character, not a hero, but a rival to Sonic. Yeah, we know who I'm talking about. Metal Sonic could be in the second movie. He literally could be in this movie, as he could be the side villain of the movie with a similar plot to Sonic CD but different. He could literally be this next character that comes into the movie that is a villain. It doesn't have to be just Eggman. If we're going to have 3 heroes, then it would only make sense that we have another villain. Because if it's going to be a 3v1, it's going to be easy for Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to win, right? So I think that we might see Metal Sonic, and it would make so much sense if we see Metal Sonic in this next movie. There are 2 candidates for the movie that I personally fit best for the movie. I feel like that the way they're going with the second movie, it does not make sense for them to include Shadow yet. Yes, he is a very hype character. It would make them a lot of money when they include Shadow. But the second movie, the first movie just didn't build up for the second movie for a Shadow return or like a Shadow debut. But it doesn't make sense that they would add Shadow in the second movie. I know a lot of people really want to see Shadow, but it does not make sense. It would be far too early for Shadow, as I've literally said. There was only one movie and the part them introducing this backstory right now, it just wouldn't fit. Them introducing Shadow with his backstory, it doesn't fit the franchise currently. It doesn't fit what they're currently going for. It doesn't work. Basically, it doesn't work. It will not work until they do the second movie, and then they build up to Shadow for the third movie. It doesn't fit with the characters involved, right? We got Tails, Knuckles, which are both classic characters. Eggman's also a classic character. Sonic is the classic character in the franchise. So therefore, it doesn't make sense that Shadow would be added to it, because he's a modern character. And the thing would be, if they do a trilogy, then Shadow could be the final villain of the series. They could stop doing Sonic movies, or they could do a Sonic cinematic universe that they could do. But Shadow won't be in the 6th movie. I can promise you guys that much. He won't be in the movie. The way I see it is that they could do a very similar plot to the first movie with a simple plot. it could be easy for them to introduce Metal Sonic with Sonic Spike. And he is a rival for Sonic. As we know, Metal Sonic was the first rival for Sonic until Shadow got introduced for his new rival. As Metal Sonic would fit perfectly in this because it's classic characters, and we all know that Metal Sonic is one of the first villains introduced into the series during the classic era of Sonic. I know a lot of people want Shadow to appear, but listen, it's weird for me to say, but he's not necessary for this movie. Metal Sonic fits perfectly for the second movie with him being the next main villain, which in turn will then set him up for Shadow being the finale. Shadow will be set up for the finale for the trilogy. I mean by this that they could do Shadow last, they could do Eggman, Metal Sonic, and Shadow, as it's one thing I ordered before in the timeline, the Sonic timeline, the Sonic game timeline. It went Eggman, Metal Sonic, Shadow. It could be very easily, and then they could end it there. At the end of the movie, they could either do the Space Column, the Arc, or they could show one of Shadow's paws that holds Shadow in it. Shadow has a lot of copies of himself around the world, as we know from the game and the lore from his backstory. But they could do the Arc in space, or they could show like his pod with Shadow in it, but like not actually showing the character itself, but just showing the pod, which then means that we will see Shadow in the next movie. The plot for this movie could be Team Sonic versus Team Eggman, as in we have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all come together to form Team Sonic in the movie. And yes, I'm talking about Team Sonic from Sonic Heroes. I personally feel like that they wouldn't introduce two new characters to the movie franchise and not create a Team Sonic. It wouldn't feel right if they didn't make a Team Sonic. I think that they should do Metal Sonic and Eggman with the big fight with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles versus Sonic being Eggman's trump card, as that would be his machine to take down Sonic. They could do that. They could do that very easily. As we've seen from the end of the first movie, that Eggman was going crazy on the Mushroom Planet, which implies that we are going to see a crazy Eggman. And this should be a part of the plot where he gets back to Earth and creates Metal Sonic with Sonic Spike that he has during the final cutscene. If you remember from the final cutscene, he has Sonic Spike. He has a piece of Sonic's Spike. He has a piece of that. So he could use that to create Metal Sonic. That could be the power source for Metal Sonic. That's where Metal Sonic could get his powers from. And then that would be a whole part of the plot that Eggman got a piece of Sonic. Chaos Emeralds won't be used until the third movie, with there being a green glow implying the green Chaos Emeralds. As we know that is iconic with Shadow, because that is Shadow's Chaos Emerald that he uses. Sonic vs. Shadow to end the trilogy would make so much sense to me. Guys, there's my theory for the second Sonic movie. What do you think will happen? Well, we will have to find out next year. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.